I mean, it'll bloody do. Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are joining me for the first time today. Mosquito. Damn. My name is Lucy and I am currently backpacking Southeast Asia with my fiance
Calum.
We have actually just arrived this morning in Phi Phi Islands. It is currently only 9:30. We got on the boat this morning for about 8 o'clock. I thought I'd do this vlog as a little bit of a more informative day in the lifestyle vlog as someone in Phi Phi Islands. I feel like Phi Phi is one of the most talked about islands because it is known as one of the most stunning beaches in the world. So with that being said, I'm going to be pretty thorough with sort of talking you through our day, what we pay for, how much things are, how much our expenses are in a day as a backpacker in Thailand. This is actually our second week technically back in Thailand because we did 4 days in Koh Phi Phi for my birthday and Calum's birthday, and then we did 2 nights in Koh Lanta where there wasn't really much to film. We booked our boat across from Koh Lanta to Koh Phi Phi with our hostel. You can literally book them everywhere. There's travel agents everywhere in Thailand. We paid 450 baht each for our boat ticket to get us literally from point A to point B direct. Bed bug check. It only took roughly about, what was it, like an hour on the boat? It was pretty quick, wasn't it? And then when we got off the boat on Phi Phi Islands, they charged us an extra 40 baht, which was only 20 baht per person, as an entrance fee, which is all of these little hidden costs that they never tell you about before you arrive, and then you have to pay it on the door. But 20 baht is nothing, so not a big deal.
They also say that it goes towards just taking care of the environment and litter and stuff like that. So
it's the maintenance of the island, isn't it?
Hopefully,
So,
you know, it's cleaner for that reason. Yeah.
We've just got to our hostel. We are staying at Film Guest House here in Koh Phi Phi. This cost us 600 baht for one night, so it was about, I think, 14 odd pounds, so about £7 each. And to be honest, you're probably not going to find much cheaper than that. There was obviously a lot of like party hostels available to book on Hostel World, but that wasn't really our vibe. We wanted a private room that's something a little bit away from the noise. But yeah, I think that's all so far. I'm going to get sun creamed up now, and then I think we're going to actually either go for a little roam around and just see what's here, or we're going to try and get on a boat trip to Maya Bay today. But anyways, join us for the next 2 nights here in Phi Phi Islands and watch what a weekend is like as a backpacker in Thailand. This seems to be a running theme that I am just terrible at filming before I demolish the food. This was lunch. I ended up getting a margarita pizza and a Coke. They actually had it on promotion today. Pizza margarita and a Coke for 179 baht. And Calum had a club sandwich, which is now demolished.
170.
170 plus 40 for a Fanta. So the total for our lunch here in Phi Phi today was 390 baht. I think that's kind of reasonably priced. I'd say that's just like average price for a sandwich, average price for a pizza and soft drink, to be fair. We did obviously go for the Western choices, so they are more expensive, but on Koh Lanta we basically ate noodles for 2 days straight, so we thought we'd treat ourselves to something a little bit more westernized for lunch. The true test of how expensive a place is. 43 for the sausage and cheese sandwich and the ham and cheese sandwich. In Chiang Mai and Pai and also in Koh Lanta they're only like 27, so it's more or less double. So we've just paid to do a boat trip today. This is the boat trip that goes to Monkey Beach, Maya Bay, the classic Phi Phi boat trip. We've paid 400 baht per person, which I believe is the standard price. We did ask quite a few different stalls to see if they'd do a discount, but none of them were having any of that. And then it's 400 baht for the national park fee, which is basically the fee you have to pay if you want to go to Maya Bay. I already knew there was a fee there, so that's not really a big issue. So in total, it will be 800 baht per person. Anyways, we're going to be heading off on our boat trip shortly. We just come back to the room to grab our bits, and the next thing you'll probably see is us when we're on our boat trip. I'm excited to go snorkeling. Are you?
Yeah, no, it should be nice. By the caves, they stopped boats going there, so the corals started to thrive a lot more now, so it's meant to be really pretty for...
I feel like we haven't really done any snorkeling since...
Philippines.
The Philippines,
yeah,
wasn't it?
And also a friend of ours from the Philippines will actually be joining us, so kind of feel like we're back in the Philippines in a way, because the beaches here are just as stunning.
So our first stop on the boat tour was Monkey Beach in Phi Phi, but to be honest, most beaches in Thailand are Monkey Beach because monkeys are literally everywhere, so this wasn't really anything we hadn't seen before. Not to mention the beach was literally heaving and it's only a small space, so we didn't actually spend too long here before we headed back to the boat and we headed to our next swim stop. I'm not too sure whether this particular stop has a name to it, but it was just a little cove of super clear, beautiful, shallow water where we were able to get off and have a refreshing little swim around, which was really nice. After that, we then headed towards the famous Maya Bay. If you don't know why Maya Bay is so popular, it's because the film The Beach was filmed here with Leonardo DiCaprio back in 2000. It used to be a super popular tourist spot to swim at, but the ecosystem was badly damaged due to boat traffic and pollution, destroying almost 80% of the bay's coral reefs. So a few years ago, they banned tourist access to allow for the corals to thrive again, and now they've reopened it, allowing public tourism, but it is forbidden to swim in the beach, and they actually had guards on hand, which were pretty strict if you went too deep. But other than that, this beach was beautiful, and on entry, everyone is permitted to only 1 hour here, so afterwards we left and headed to a little snorkeling spot. We pulled up to this really nice snorkeling spot for around the sunset time, so we stayed here for quite a while till the sun went down. We actually had the chance to snorkel with some baby sharks as well, which was a really incredible, spontaneous experience. I didn't actually know that we were pulling up to do this, so the fact that we got to see one was pretty crazy. I did film it on my GoPro, but you can kind of hardly see it, so take it with a pinch of salt. It was actually there, but you kind of can't see it in the video. After the sun went down, we got to see some bioluminescent plankton in the water before heading back to the shore and grabbing some cheap pad thai for dinner at a market stall, which only cost us 60 baht each, followed by a 50 baht donut each for dessert, and then a bottle of water from 7-Eleven before we headed out on Phi Phi town.
2 hours later.
I'm not sure we're necessarily in for a heavy night, but we just thought we'd come out and see what Koh Phi Phi is like in the evening, because of course everyone should know that this is the party island, well, one of the many, and it supposedly comes to life at night, so we're going to show you what it's all about. Where are we, Cal?
So we are right now at a reggae boxing bar. Very common in Thailand to have these boxing rings in bars. Drunk, mainly English people, let's be honest.
It's mostly English boys.
English boys get up and want to prove
their masculinity in front of everyone.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you do get a free bucket out of it, and the buckets here are like 700 baht. So if you can go up with a mate, like, it's a good laugh. You would never see me up there. I would be destroyed, but watching this is good fun. So
it is funny.
Also, to be fair, a lot of the people doing it seem like really good sports. Like, there's no toxicity behind it.
Yeah.
It's just like they have a bit of fun and then jump out.
Music is horrific though. I don't know why they're playing this weird like snake fortune teller music. And to get into the reggae bar, it's free entry, but you have to buy a drink. So this was just a rum and coke. We got 2 of them, which were 150 baht each, so 300 baht altogether. Oreos, she wants Oreos. Calum. Well, that was certainly an interesting night. We actually just stayed at the reggae bar pretty much all night and watched the boxing that was happening there. Let me put a light on, it's pretty dark here. So we ended up actually sitting next to this couple in the reggae bar called Dee and Keegan. And we basically spent the whole night with them, which was actually quite nice, quite spontaneous. We weren't necessarily planning on doing the whole going out thing. We did end up doing the whole going out thing. I think though we only paid for 2 drinks, didn't we? We did
each, yeah.
Yeah, it was 600 baht, and somehow we ended up drunk. To be fair, our friend Chelsea, absolute nutter, kept buying us fireball shots, so that definitely didn't help. But then also Dee and Keegan kept buying buckets that they weren't going to finish. I don't know why they were getting buckets, but we kept finishing their buckets for them, so we actually ended up getting a lot of like free drinks. One thing I will say about Phi Phi, it's not anything like I expected. People tell you Phi 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 is like the wild party place, and yes, we did party, but to be fair, we went from the reggae bar to this other bar and it was actually pretty dead. The music was pretty dead, not at all what I envisioned for Phi Phi. I thought Phi Phi was going to be like Ibiza on steroids. It was just any old party. It wasn't anything special, honestly. I think we're going to pack up and leave Phi Phi one day early. Yesterday we obviously got here so early and we managed to do everything we wanted to do in one day that kind of we've left ourselves nothing to do today. I'm pretty sure that today we are going to go to Rayleigh Beach in Krabi. But yeah, Koh Phi Phi complete. I don't know what our spendings was. 1 second. So yesterday in total, with our accommodation, everything we paid for, including the transport and the food and the drinks, etc., we ended up paying £52.37, which divided between each of us is £26 each, and I would say that's actually a very average for us. If we had had a cheaper lunch and not got such a westernized lunch yesterday with the pizza and the club sandwich, we definitely could have had that come down a little bit. Yeah, of course, if we didn't go out and didn't buy any drinks at all, we would have saved ourselves a little bit of money as well. But like, as a classic generic day in the life of a backpacker, we spent about £26. Could be more if you drink more, could be less if you drink less. But yeah, that is our one day in the life of backpackers in Koh Phi Phi. We are now going to go to Rayleigh Beach, as I said. Thank you so much for watching this day in the life of a backpacker. It was a little bit all over the place, as is my life most of the time out here. If you did enjoy, then please make sure to leave a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you do not already. But for now, we are just packing up and we're going to head to Krabi today. So thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one, which is probably the Krabi vlog. See you then.